what's up guys, it's Shade back at it again with a banger, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to get a clean overhead effect. So yeah, let's get into it. Alright, so first things first, you want to drag in your music. So get my music, I'm using Listen, I'll link it down below, but so it doesn't really matter. So you're going to find where the first beat drop is, so that's where my first beat drop is. I'm going to get a little bit bigger. Right there. So now I'm going to get my clip, and I'm going to drag it down. Okay, that was pretty long. I don't need to do that. I need to make it shorter. I really did stretch it far, damn. Alright, so now that I have this, I'm going to get my clip in so that when the name, like, pops up, like, just when the beat drops. So, right about there. So, right about there is where I want it. So, it should sync up like this. Alright, so now that that's synced up, I'm going to cut it where my character pulls out the bump. So right there, I'm going to cut it. Just got the clip. And then right like a few frames before they shoot, so right there for me, you're going to cut it again. You're going to cut it when the name shows up. So right there. So now that that's like this, the first cut you made, 0.5. Second one, you're going to go ×2. And the third one you made, you're going to go back to 0.5. So now, you should have this. So now, even though it's not synced, it's going to sync up. You're just going to drag it back. So, drop is there. Bring it back to there. So now it should look like this. So now that there's no sound, so you're gonna mute these because it sounds really weird. So you can detach it, but since we're using SFX, I'm just gonna keep it. So you're gonna find where your character shoots it. So right about there. So right like there. You're gonna use the gold pump sound effect. It has a lot of space, so where you see the audio like go up, that's where you're gonna put it. And you're gonna use your sniper pullout effect right about where, like, so you're gonna use the showering gun effect, my bad. So the showering gun effect, you're gonna have it like right a little bit, just like a little bit behind the pump shotgun. And your sniper pullout, you're gonna have that like right about here. So it doesn't really matter, just as long as it's near the slow-mo and before the pump, that's where it's good. So now it should sound like this. You don't need the shotgun gun. I'm probably gonna turn it down. It's a little bit loud, so. Alright, so now it should be like that. And you're gonna take your shockwave effect and you're gonna put that right about there. You're gonna double click, video, blending mode to screen. And you're gonna put the speed at 4 times, so it should sound like, so now it should look like that. So it's gonna be a little bit laggy, just because it's just a lot of stuff for computer to handle. So it's fine though. It'll look great after you're done. So now that's like that, you're gonna take your pump. I'll link everything down below, so don't worry. So you're gonna take your pump effect and you're going to wide that and cut it so that it's like it ends at the part where it speeds up. So you're gonna do the same thing, blending mode to screen, and you're just gonna drag it over the pump for the first time. So now you're gonna double click it again, go to animation, customize, and you're gonna add that. So then every couple frames you're gonna wanna fast forward, go back to animation, put it over the pump. Same thing, so you're just gonna go, so every time you're just gonna go a few frames. Once it's off the pump, put it back on. Bang. And you can rotate it if you want, so if it like doesn't look that good, you can just rotate it. So now that it starts rotating, I'm going to use this tool to just rotate it a little bit. And you can just do as much as you want. But make sure it matches up with the pump. And you're going to go forward. Sadly, this only works with the pump. So, at least as far as I know, it only works with the pump. I'm sure you can find it for a different shotgun, but I'm not sure. I just have the pump links. There's blue and purple. I'll link them both in the description. And yeah. So now, it should look like this. So now that it looks like that, you're going to take your clip, your slow part, you're going to copy it, and you're going to select this one up. You're going to put your cursor up. You're going to paste it. So you're going to paste it right over the first one. You're going to get it so that you're going to go to Effects, Willow, put it over this. So, and now you're going to double click Animation, then go to Preset this time, and you're going to go to Fade In. And put that at the beginning. So now it should look like this. So now the willow should fade in. And then you're going to put the same thing, except just don't fade it in. Just put all willow on the fast part. And it should look like this. So now you're going to take your pump. You're going to move it a little bit to the right or the left. It doesn't matter which side, but I use the left just because I don't want it to bump into anything. So you're going to move your slow part down with the willow, and then you're going to move your pump back up. So now the pump is colored, and everything else is gray. So now it should look like this. So now that it's like that, here, I'll just cut the audio later. So now that it's like that, you're going to take your audio. This part is optional. You really don't need to do this, but I just like the way it looks or sounds, I guess. So like right before the fast part, you're gonna double click on your audio and you're gonna put a keyframe. And you're gonna put a keyframe like right before the beat drop. So right about there. Another keyframe. And on the beat drop, you're gonna put another keyframe. Now I'm gonna drag this down and I'm gonna drag this up. So now it should look like this. So it should come down like. So now the audio comes down and then it goes back up like right as the beat drops. So it looks kind of good, or it sounds kind of good, I guess. So once that's like that, I'm going to do the intro and then I'll do everything else. So since I have all this space, I'm probably gonna just cut the clip a little bit. Just because I don't really like the way how the beginning starts. It's not like, it's good when it starts like here. So I'm gonna cut the rest. So cut. So now that everything is back down, so now you're gonna cut the music there too, and you're gonna cut the music at that point as well. So now you should have this, and you're just gonna cut all this down. So the music doesn't really match well, so you're gonna take your video and you're going to, shit, I messed up, fuck, damn it, I need, so the audio is like this, so I'm just gonna cut it to where it actually starts. So you should have and I'm gonna take this part of the audio and I'm going to cut it. And then alright, so now that it still matches up, I'm probably just gonna cut a little bit of the audio off. Just because it's a long while, so I'm going to put my nice space. I'll link that down below too as well. And then I'm going to put the nice space to where about there. So now that the nice space is there. Now for that hard, just Mac users can't do it. I'm sorry to Mac users. Just the way it works. For Mac users, you don't have to do this. It's just the transition intro. You can use really anything you want, but just this doesn't work. I don't think. It might, but who knows. Actually, I don't know. I should just say that. So you're going to snapshot it, and it should show up there, and you're going to go Reveal and Explorer. It should open your files. And so once it opens your files, you're going to right click, and you're going to go Edit with Paint 3D. So once you have it edited with Paint 3D, or not edited, but you're editing it with Paint 3D, you're going to go Magic Select, and you're just going to cut it down all the way around the character. So, don't like this. So now that it's cut right, you're going to go next. And it cut it out perfectly, so you can scroll in and get a little bit, but I personally like the way it looks right now, so just going to get out all that extra part and run. So now that this is like there, you're going to go Make Sticker, and you're going to check, and then you're going to select all that with the select tool, and you're going to go Delete. So now that that's deleted, you're going to drag in this. Make it any size. I'm just going to fit it like this. And then this, I'm going to go Menu. You're going to go Save As, Image, and then, yeah, name whatever you want. I'll just keep it a snapshot. So now you're going to close your Paint 3D. You can save it or don't save it. It doesn't matter. So now that I'm going to import my snapshot or my edit thing, open. I'm going to put it on top of the nice space, so just drag it down to where the nice space ends. And now you're going to image chroma key this, but select white, so that now, like, it's not, like, weird. So you're going to bring this down to about the same size that the other part is. So now that that matches up pretty well, I'm going to delete this last one frame there. I'm going to edit this. I'm going to have an animation. I'm going to add it. So I'm going to probably have the scale. Yeah, so you can either have the scale at 0, and then have it like at like full. Like you could have it at 100 then. But if you have it out, it just not a lot happens, right? But, or for me, my personal favorite is if you have it here and you just rotate it like there, or like here, and then you bring it down like that, and then like, so then once you like have it, you're gonna drag it to the end, and you're gonna have it back to, and then you're gonna reset this and reset this, and so now you should have this. So that works too. You could also like just have it like really short and fast, so it should look like this. So then, once you have that, you're going to use your color correction. Well, not, so you're going to go to Effects, and you're going to have Vivid, and you're just going to drag that over everything. You don't have to, I just like the way it looks. Don't drag it over the nice face, it looks terrible, my bad. So you're going to drag it over everything, so the clip, anything to do with the clip. Don't drag it over anything but the clip, and like don't drag it over the effects, anything but the clip. So now I'm going to widen it just so it's easier. Put it on the fast, put it on this. So now I should and put the vivid on this too, so that it doesn't look as you don't have to put the vivid. I probably won't, just because it gives like space around it, but to me it looks good, but it doesn't really matter what you do with it. And that's going to be the tutorial.